Okay, so good afternoon everybody, אחר צהריים טובים. נעים מאוד, שמי יואב ברנוב, אני senior staffing solution expert in All Stars IT. I'm going to jump between Hebrew and English. Oh, actually, I guess that most of the guests are Hebrew speaking, but we're going to respect everybody, so we're going to do it in English. So today, like we're doing every month, we're going to speak on one of the growing and very interesting market of the CEE region in Europe. We're going to learn and speak about Romanian market. And our roundtable today, our webinar will be something like 30 minutes plus minus. To our dear guest, I advise from experience, feel free to write any question that will appear in the chat. In the last 5 minutes, we're going to give some time for QA. For anything you want to know about the market, feel free, don't be shy. We're here to support, we're here to share our knowledge. Yeah, I see people are still trying to get in. Okay, so today we have a very special three speakers, actually 3 ladies. I'm just the host. So today you're gonna meet my dear friend, Alex Amster. She's the general manager of Israel. With many years of experience in our industry and HR. She's a global staffing service expert, and she will share her knowledge about the special market of Romania. After that, we're going to meet Misha, sorry. Misha, she's the team leader of the recruitment team that we have in Romania. Again, very experienced in the market. If you have any questions about this market or any experience that you had in the past, I know this market changed a lot in the last few years, so please, again, for the people that just joined, please write the question in the chat. We're going to have a last 5 or maybe 10 minutes to Q&A. And the last and not final, it's our dearest Ola Dipaliuk. Ola, she's the DPO of All Stars IT and the legal advisor, very experienced with all the legal stuff. So do not waste any more time. With no ado, I'm happy to invite Miss Alex Amster. Alex.
Hi all, nice to meet you and thanks for joining us today. So I'm going to talk about Romania and why to think to build with us team in Romania. Okay, thanks. Romania today is the second biggest hub of IT in Eastern Europe after Poland. Around 90 software developer is in cross Romania, and they concentrate in 4 cities, Bucharest, Iași, Timișoara, and Cluj-Napoca. Bucharest today is one of the fast growing tech cities in Europe. Geographically, they're close to Western Europe, shares the same cultural values. The city infrastructure is very high standard with self that attract businesses. Iași is the second largest city in Romania, featuring 5 of the biggest tech-oriented universities and 2 private. And if we are going to the western side of Romania, there's the Timișoara, is a major educational hub. The software development community well prepared to take outsourced projects. 98% of the specialists speaking English and also other languages like French, Hungarian, Spanish, and Germany. And the last one is Cluj-Napoca. Cluj referred like in Silicon Valley of Eastern Europe. And this is because of the rich technical environment, IT hub with more than 1,700 new graduates every year. And in those days, around 50,000 of IT experts are currently active in those areas. So because of all these benefits and all this reason, today Romania, it's the best second place to go after Poland if you're thinking to build your team and to get the high technology. This is the place. So if you have any other question, feel free to ask. If not, we're going to continue with the Misha.
Hello, everybody. Nice to meet you. My name is Misha, and I'm the recruitment lead of the Romanian market. I am pleased to introduce you to the benefits of hiring Romanian developers. I will start with thank you with communication skills. More than 90% of the Romanian developers have great communication skills in English, along with an openness to discover new jobs and discuss over interviews. So they are really open to new job offers, new challenges, new projects. The government helps them by lowering the taxes that developers have to pay to the state authorities. The time zone is the same as many other Eastern European countries and the same as Israel. Nevertheless, Romanian developers also agree on working with other time zones. I will go to the education system. Education system provided by Romania has a it is very well developed. And many of the developers graduated technological universities. Also, Romania is on a stable economic growth that is estimated to keep until 2030. Now, can you please help me with, thank you so much. Let me tell you some parts of the engineering talent analysis across verticals. So in Romania, as you can see, software development area is the most popular among developers, followed by automotive, industrial, telecom, and semiconductor. Big fields for Romanian developers are embedded engineering, big data, web and mobile app development. Things that you should know before starting the hiring in the Romanian market. As I mentioned before, Romanian developers are very communicative persons and really responsive. The most attractive benefits besides the salary would be remote work, as probably over 85% of them would ask for remote work. Private medical insurance and additional vacation days would make them be so happy with a new job offer. The main searches for finding new jobs in Romania are through LinkedIn, turning to recruiters and announcing the interest in a new job opportunity, and referrals. Regarding the recruitment process, our recruitment process consists of two phases, sourcing and interview phase. First, All Stars IT is doing primary CV analysis and filtering, then moving to preliminary interviews to understand that the candidate can prove their experience and to check English level as well. Then we pass the CV fitting the profile to the client, and for a smooth process, the client should provide the feedback within 24 hours, of course. And then we can move to the interview phase, starting with tech interview, followed by managerial interviews. And if the candidate checks all of the boxes, we can proceed with the offer. Thank you so much.
Hello. Today I'll speak about legal nuances of engaging experts in Romania. So there are two the most common ways of comparison with R&D talents in Romania. This is classical contract of employment, about which everybody knows. It's a contract under labor law. And also the possible way of cooperation with R&D talents in Romania is B2B model. It's when both of the parties are engaged as businesses. So when we are talking about contract of employment, which is concluded between employer and employee on the basis of labor law, the most interesting things will be the amount of service of days per year. So in Romania, employees are entitled to 20 vacation days. They also enjoy non-working days during public holidays. Generally in Romania, there are 10 holidays, public holidays, but some holidays are moved to other day if, for example, the holiday is on the weekend. So generally it's 15 public holidays in a year. And also employees are entitled to 3 days of paid leave in the case of the death of direct family members. Also, it's quite interesting for us, it's notice period. So like what notice period you need to give to the employee, and especially like the notice of period which expert has to give. So in Romania, notice period in case of employee dismissal is a minimum 20 working days. It doesn't depend on the roles or type of employment contract. And what is beneficial is that in Romania, there are no severance pay. Severance pay is a payment that is paid in some countries when you fire a person who is employed on the contract of employment. Sometimes it's, for example, 1 month's salary. In some countries, it could be higher. Also, not the last important part is taxation and social contribution. So if the expert, if R&D talent is hired in Romania under the ordinary contract of employment, employer has to pay some of social contributions. It's health insurance, for pension, social security, and so on. In Romania, they are quite low. Employer pays only 2.25% for unemployment insurance, and 4% it's social security, special pension contribution. When it goes to employee in Romania, employee are paying like actually quite high social contribution if you compare to other countries, even in Europe. It's 25%, it's pension fund, 10% it's health insurance, but they can benefit from quite low income tax, which is flat, it's 10%. It's one of the lowest actually in Europe. So if we are talking about B2B model, it's the model when both parties run business activities. For example, R&D talent is registered as private entrepreneur and provides services to the client on the basis of contract of service providing. In Romania, there is possibility to register a private entrepreneur, but it's not so easy as it may be in other countries, for example, in Ukraine or in Poland, where you just need to submit some basic documents. In Romania, you need to prove that you have prior professional trainings in this file, or you have work experience in this specific work file where you're going to register private entrepreneur. And also there is CRL. It's an analog of limited liability company. Some R&D talents, they decide not to register private entrepreneur in Romania, but instead to register a limited liability company and to provide services through limited liability company. And here actually is explanation why they decide to do so. So if we are talking about the taxation of private entrepreneur in Romania, they has to pay only 10% income tax, but they are paying high social contributions. It's 25% of pension and 10% health contribution. Plus, they can pay VAT in the amount of 90% if the revenue is higher than 65,000 euro in a year. So that's why actually some of R&D talents in Romania, they choose to register CRL instead of private entrepreneur, because in that case, they can pay only 1% income tax or 3% income tax. It actually depends if they have employee in their company. And they also paying tax on dividends, 5 or 10%. But if they register Israel, they have to prove how they spend those money which they receive to their entity. And in the case of private entrepreneurs, they can freely use their money, their remuneration they got to their bank account. There was the main differences between engaging experts on a basis of B2B model and on the basis of ordinary contract of employment.
Okay, thank you very much, Olha. And again, for the people that just joined after we started, as always, we are more than happy to share our knowledge, and we love questions. So I will leave some few minutes for Q&A, anything you can think of. And I know we have some guests, you know, from Israel, Hebrew speaking. So I have, and we have friends that speaking English. So I always saying that, you know, in English we do business, and in Hebrew we pray. So feel free if you want to ask in English, Hebrew, anything works. You can just open your mic, your phone, your mic, sorry, and feel free to ask. And you may ask one of the speakers or anyone of the All-Stars IT team.
There is some questions in the chat, y'all.
Yeah, can I answer that?
Yes, yeah, I will read it first, and please, Misha. So why would anyone use PFA? She looks much better. Please. Thanks.
At exactly as my colleague said, when you have a PFA, you don't need to give any explanation to the state authorities. What are you doing with the salary that you're getting, with the money that you have in your account? When you're using a CRL, we call it, you need to keep receipts and to have a proof for every money that you spend, and that goes to the state authorities so they can check them. I hope I answered the question.
Adi, it's answering your question, or feel free to open your mic if you want to ask directly.
Yes, thank you. It did.
Thank you. Thank you. It's okay, or thank you. You want to clarify your?
Yes, thank you. It did. It's okay.
Okay. Okay. Great. Any other questions, people? Please.
Yes, again in the chat there is another question.
And after you got dividends, can you make the question a little bit more detailed?
I mean, like, do you need to file any documents to the tax office after you pay the dividend? So you have 10% tax on dividend, you just, or 5%, you pay those, and then you can spend your money in the way you like.
Yes, yes, as long as you're paying the taxes.
Which means, like, if you hire someone who is entrepreneur, like PFA, then it means like this is a stupid person. He cannot do math.
When you have a PFA, you don't have dividends.
Yeah. I mean, like, the person cannot do mathematics at all. You know, basic algebra is not his best choice.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
I would recommend, regardless to this meeting, none of the information here is like solid proof. I would recommend you to also to consult with a local accountant. Misha, with all the love and respect, she is our head of recruiting. So I would recommend you also to consult with a local accountant, okay?
Victor, it's answering your question? Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, cool, thanks.
You got it. Any other questions, people? Specific about Romania or any other markets in the EU region? If you want to direct it to Olha, our legal advisor and DPO.
Any specific cultural things to keep in mind?
Sorry, Adi, there was lots of echo. Can you repeat, please?
Any specific cultural emphasis?
Specific. Yeah, I heard the question.
Please, Misha.
I don't think we have something so strong to be mentioned here. Like, usually they're really serious people, and that's what I would answer the question. Nothing so specific.
I might add something, Michaela, you can fix me if I'm wrong, regarding working from remote. Maybe this is a kind of new culture in Romania. People don't like so much to come to the office. Am I right?
Yeah, Solomon, I said that at the when I said my slides. Romanian developers, maybe more than 90% of them don't want to go to the office. They prefer to stay at home.
Great.
Okay. Any other question, please, people? Again, we are just imagine we're sitting in a round table and everything is free. Don't be shy. Any questions that can jump to your mind? Okay. In my world, you know, when people are not asking questions, so it means that either they didn't understand nothing or understood, or they did understood everything. So I will take it as a they did understood everything. So you have the number of myself and Alex Amstead, the GM of Israel and the head of global staffing services, and myself. Again, feel free, anything you need on daily basis, or if you want to recommend about your friend, you know, that want to open R&D centers with us. As you know, All Stars IT is a global vendor. We're working today, I think, in something like 15 different markets. And we will try, you know, doing the next periods of like once a month, we're doing those roundtables, webinars about each market. And again, any questions, any things that can come to your mind, feel free, contact us. And if there's no other questions, so I will, oh yeah, my dear friend Adi. Thanks, Adi. What is it? Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Adi. Adi, you know a man cannot walk and eat chewing gum at the same time. So if you want me to read, I cannot speak. So, okay. So people, again, thank you very much for your time. Go to your work, and we'll meet here in August. The next webinar, as far as I remember, will be about Dubai. Am I right? We will
it's gonna be about Dubai, yes.
About Dubai, great. So again, if you're not if you're not in our mailing list or in one of the media, you know, LinkedIn, join us. We are updating many news and many amazing things that are happening with All Stars IT worldwide. So thanks for your time. Have a great day and see you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.